Hey, it's Kent here from Apprentice Recruit, and today we are bringing you a range of different jobs that we have going that are on our books at the moment, and we've been so busy filling jobs we haven't done one of these videos for a while, so keep watching. We've got quite a number of positions to run through, and there could be one in there for you that might be setting up your career. So let's kick off with our first job, and we are looking for an apprentice mechanic for a dealership in Maruka. They are looking for a first year. We are looking for a junior for this particular role. We are looking for somebody who does have a manual driver's license so that you can drive each of the different cars into the bays. And we would prefer somebody who has completed a pre-vocational course in automotive and are ready to take their step into the industry. So it's a full-time role, available right now. So that'll be on our books, and we'll leave a link in the description below on that one. We also have a residential carpenter for a builder that are on the south side of Brisbane, and they are looking for a qualified carpenter with residential experience who has the ability to run a job and also run junior tradesmen and also apprentices. This is a full-time position on wages, so this is a permanent role, not a contract role. We are looking for somebody who does have their own tools, but specialty tools will be provided, and also access to one of their work vehicles and trailer. We're also looking for a landscape team leader for a company based down in Linfield in the Northern Beaches in Sydney, and this is a full-time role for a qualified landscaper. They specialise in high-end maintenance. That's their gig. So if you're looking for a new role or wanting to move into a company where you can really work in some beautiful properties across the Northern Beaches of Sydney, then this one could be for you. So this is also a full-time position, and they are paying an hourly rate on that one, and it is predominantly Monday to Friday. And also we are looking for somebody that can supervise apprentices. We would like somebody who does have their Certificate 3 in horticulture, specifically more in parks and gardens. But if you have another qualification within horticulture, we would certainly consider you for this role. This one is based in Linfield in Sydney, so if you're interested in that one, check the link below. We're looking for an apprentice stonemason for a company based in Geebung, and we were looking for a third year, but our clients now open up their books and they will look at a junior first year. So this one is working in their factory and dealing in stone. So therefore you do need to be very physically fit for this role and strong for heavy lifting, because they are quite heavy slabs that they are dealing with. This is as I mentioned, a first year apprenticeship. So you need license and transport to be able to get to work, and have a keen interest in wanting to work specifically in the stonemasonry industry and learn all aspects of your trade. This one is a full-time position, and it's available for an immediate start. We're also looking for a landscape maintenance specialist for a company that are based on the northern end of the Gold Coast. This is a commercial landscape company. They do a lot of the construction side of things with new housing developments, and they've also got the contracts to go through and maintain those areas. The main site that you will be based at will be in Helensvale, so we would like somebody from the northern end of the Gold Coast. There's a lot of manual labour in this particular role, using both push mowers, whippersnippers, pruning, hedging, and general maintenance in larger areas. This isn't residential, so it's none of the finer detail. Generally, they're working on 50-acre lots at any one time, so it's quite big scale. So that's therefore you've got to be working, or used to be working, on your feet all day. We're also looking for a high-end residential landscaper for a company based in Sumner, which is on the southern side of Brisbane. This role is permanent full-time. It's a salaried position, and this is going in there and working in their project team or their construction team, and that's basically doing makeovers mainly in high-end residential homes, and doing a makeover there, both their front or backyard. So we want somebody who's come from within industry, has a background in that landscape construction space, and really wants to make their mark, I suppose, in dealing with projects that generally range around the $100,000 to $150,000. You know, you're generally dealing with people that own multi-million-dollar homes in this particular space. So if you take a lot of pride in what you do, you know how to do your levels and know how to basically run a full job, then that's what we're looking for this one. As I mentioned, it's a salaried position, and it's on a full-time basis, and also includes a brand new company car. We're also chasing an apprentice carpenter for a company that are based on the Gold Coast. Now they have work that ranges both on the Gold Coast and also in Brisbane, so you will need to be prepared to travel for this particular role. It's a first year, or we would look at a second or a third year for this particular role. They mainly focus in the residential space, and they do a lot of townhouses as well, which again is very similar to doing your standard residential homes. This, again, is full-time. We would prefer a junior for this particular role. You will certainly need your own transport because of the travel involved with this one, and this one is available for an immediate start. We're also looking for another company which are Gold Coast based, and they're based on the northern end of the Gold Coast, and they also do residential building. They are looking for a first-year apprentice carpenter as well, and that one, the work could be anywhere from the northern end of the Gold Coast through the southern end of Brisbane. So again, there can be a little bit of travel involved in this one. They try and keep their work within an hour radius of the north end of the coast, so therefore there's not too much travel. It's working with a builder where they specialise in residential. So if you're keen to either continue your trade in that area or get a start in that area, but you've had some sort of site experience, then we'll be keen to hear from you on that one. It's an immediate start and it's a full-time permanent role as well. We're also looking for a cabinet making foreman for a company based in Yandina up on the Sunshine Coast, and this is for a cabinet making firm where it'll be working alongside their operations manager, and it's ensuring that the workload are coming through the factory and being completed on time, making sure that the materials are there, also making sure that the guys that are working on the floor are keeping up with the demand of the work, and also doing quality assurance to make sure that once the products have been produced and they're ready to go out the door, that they are of a high standard and they're ready to go. In this particular role, they don't actually have a lot of the CNC and edge banding machines on site, so they do actually sub that out to another company that's nearby. So again, it's more keeping an eye on what's going on in the factory to ensure that the production is being upheld to the right level. Permanent full-time role, and that one is also for an immediate start. So if you live within that region around that Yandina area up on the sunny coast, then this could be an opportunity for you. And again, we will leave a link to the description below on that one. We're also still looking for an apprentice landscaper for a company in Lindfield in New South Wales. So this is in the northern beaches again of Sydney, and this one is a high-end maintenance company, and they're wanting somebody who can join their maintenance division to do a lot of the mowing, whippersnipping, pruning, hedging, etc. And they, again, will be dealing with high-end properties. So you need to have good presentation for that one. You need to take a lot of pride in what it is that you do and the work that you do, and wanting to have a career in this particular field within horticulture. So again, we'll leave a link in the description below for that one too. We've also got an unusual one, which is for an electronic gate technician. And this one is based on the Gold Coast, and it's a full-time role. And we're looking for somebody who has a restricted electrical license and preferably has some sort of experience in automation with gates and also intercoms. We will also have a position coming up shortly with those guys for a CCTV and security installer. So if you have a background in that area, then that could also complement what we're looking for this particular role for the electronic gates. But again, quite a specific role. It's a permanent full-time role. Everything is provided for you in this environment, and that one's for an immediate start. So there's quite a bit of urgency on that one. We would like somebody to start in that role ASAP. So if you've got a background in that area, we are really keen to hear from you. We're also looking for an apprentice carpenter first year for a builder based in Ascot on the north side of Brisbane. These guys do new builds and also high-end renovation work. So if you're wanting to learn how to do everything from scratch, anything pretty much from out of the ground right through to lock-up stage, then this could be a good company for you. So they're a small company, a couple of brothers that run this particular company, and they're just looking for somebody who is, again, preferably in the junior category, who really wants to get a start in the industry, again, takes a lot of pride in their work and wants to learn from some guys that produce some really high-end products and learn the right way. You will need your license and transport for this particular role to be able to get to work every day, and you really need to have the right attitude and really see carpentry, and especially in that high-end market, as what it is that you want to pursue. We will leave a description below so that you can apply for that particular role, and that one is also for an immediate start. We also have a storeman and factory hand position going for a company based in Queanbeyan. They're a cabinet making firm that predominantly make kitchens, and they're looking for somebody to handle their small parts. Basically what that means is they have screws, hinges, handles, etc. that need to go out with the kitchens once they've been completed. So we really need somebody who's got that fine attention to detail to make sure that all of the componentry is there ready to go and packed when those kitchens are going out. So if you've had a background where you've done some pick and pack work before, or mainly picking work within a warehouse environment, and also have your forklift ticket and a manual license, because there will be some delivery work that will need to be done in this particular role as well, then we'd be keen to hear. This is a full-time role with this company. It's Monday to Friday, and we're quite open on age on this one. It's more just somebody having the right experience and that right sort of warehousing, picking experience that would really suit. May also transfer into some other factory hand roles within the company. So if you have worked within a factory, especially cabinet making before, and you could also be utilised on some of their machinery, then that would be a huge advantage in this role. So again, we will leave a description and you can apply for that one below. We also have a position going for another builder, which is on the south side of Brisbane. It's for a first year apprentice carpenter. And this one is a full-time role, and these guys build and design their houses from scratch. So they are the sort of company where if you would like to learn all aspects of the building trade and work in a fairly young team, then this could be a good opportunity for you. We would prefer somebody who does live on the south side of Brisbane. You do have to have your own license and transport to be able to get to work. If you've completed a Certificate 1 in construction or some sort of pre-vocational course, or already have some site experience, that would be a huge advantage for this particular role. And again, this one is a ongoing full-time position with this company. We'll leave a description below. We have another position going for a company in Sumner, and this is for a landscape gardener. And this is, again, high-end residential landscape maintenance that they do. And some of the properties that they deal with here, again, are worth multi-millions of dollars. So what they're looking for here is somebody who has that real high attention to detail. I've seen some of the properties that they've done, and you need to be quite meticulous in the way that you work. And it's anything from mowing, weeding, whippersnipping, hedging, pruning, etc. And we want somebody who can hedge quite quickly, but also very accurately. And this is a permanent full-time role that they also have going. And they are based in Sumner, which is on the south side of Brisbane. And this one's also for an immediate start. So if you've got a background in horticulture and you really do see that this is the industry that you either have a career in or certainly see that you continue in career in, then this could be the position for you. So they really promote a really strong culture in this company, and they're one of the largest companies that we deal with in Brisbane, and they've also won a number of awards. So you're really working with a company that take a lot of pride in what it is that they do, and they've got quite a young team. So if you're only still quite new to the industry, but you want to continue in the industry and learn from some guys that have really good runs on the board, this one could be an opportunity for you. We're also looking for a apprentice landscaper in maintenance for that same company based in Sumner. So if you are wanting to kick off your career in the horticulture industry and you would like to get your Certificate 3 in parks and gardens, and then potentially go down the track and extend that to your Certificate 3 in landscape construction, then that's a possibility. So again, we are wanting somebody who is in the junior category for this one, although they will look outside the square. So if you are a mature age applicant, they will certainly consider you for it, but you will need to have both your license and transport to be able to get to work and potentially get to job sites. Take a lot of pride in your work, and again, really have a passion for working within the horticulture industry. We also have a position going in Brisbane for an apprentice landscaper for a commercial landscape company. So these guys go in and they mainly do new developments in housing developments. So they do all of the streetscaping, the revegetation, bollards, playgrounds, all those sorts of areas. That's their specialty. So they don't do residential. If you're looking for that finer detail, then maybe check out some of the other jobs that we have up on our job board at the moment. But in this particular instance, they will predominantly do 50-acre developments where they go in and turf, plant, revegetate, etc. So it's bigger scale stuff. So if you're looking more on that construction side of things, but the soft side of the construction or landscape construction industry, then this could be a good opportunity for you. It's a permanent full-time role. We would prefer somebody in the junior category for this one. And again, you will need to have license and transport to be able to get to work every day. We also have an apprentice plumber position going for a company that are based on the north side of the Gold Coast. We are looking for somebody who is based more around the South Brisbane area because they're getting quite a demand for work in that region at the moment. We are looking for a junior for this one. We would prefer a Year 12 school leaver, and we are also looking for somebody who does have a manual driver's license. And we're quite specific on that because if you need to jump into one of their work utes, they're all manual. This one's an ongoing permanent position. If you've done a Certificate 2 in plumbing as a pre-vocational course, that would certainly be a huge advantage in this role. And you'll be learning from some guys that, again, take a lot of pride in their work and have been in the industry for a number of years and are still quite a young team themselves. And this one's for an immediate start. So as soon as we can find the right person, these guys are ready to put someone on. So that's the wrap for now. There's a stack of work that's coming through our agency at the moment. So don't forget, if you are looking for work, and even if any of these positions aren't quite what you're looking for, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also click the notification button so that as we get future positions come through, you'll get notified straight away when they come in. This time we have chosen to go down the track of actually putting them all into one video because we have so many positions going right now, but we will get back to our usual. Each time a new job comes in, we will be posting it up on YouTube so that way you can check out the link below, which will also give you a full description on the job and give you the directions on how to apply. If you've seen something here that may not necessarily suit what you're after, but you know somebody in the industry that might also be looking, then please feel free to share this video with them so they can also have access to future jobs that we have going as well. And you can also jump on our website, www.apprenticerecruit.com.au. You can register with us for free, upload your details, and that way as positions come through, we are doing searches in our database for appropriate people within the right regions. And as you can tell, we've got plenty of work coming through, and at the moment there is no end in sight as far as us getting through future work. Anyway, we hope you got something out of this video, and it's Kent here from Apprentice Recruit. Thanks.